grab yourself a cup of coffee or a drink. Today's video is going to be something different, something new. I want to try to share with you guys the journey ever since I left my job at age 27 up until today. Realizations, learnings. So for those of you who do not know, a little bit of a background, I quit my full-time corporate job at age 27 2 years ago in July 2023 to embark on this journey to build wealth on my own by creating these YouTube videos that you're watching right now, flipping stuff on Carousel, and a lot more. I realized one of the hardest things to do when it comes to personal finance is not budgeting, it's also not investing. It's something way less glamorous but way more important: delayed gratification. In today's day and age, spending is just a tap away. $5 on Shopee, $20 on food delivery, $50 for a spontaneous night out. Each time it feels small, but over time these little actions can take us away from something far bigger, which is the freedom to do what we want to do when we want to do it. I'm not here to tell you guys to save every single cent and never have fun, but there's a balance between enjoying life now while also setting ourselves up for success in the future, so we're not stressed or struggling later in life. Or even for something as simple but powerful as this: if I'm not happy at my job, mentally and emotionally I'm just not doing well, I can simply call it quits because I'm financially ready. Take a break, get better, then go back to work. Because mental health, to be honest, it's really important. You are important. In fact, that's exactly what happened before I left my full-time job 2 years ago. I've shared before that I wanted to bring my mom overseas because of a leg condition. And yes, we did travel. I'm not going to pretend it was purely noble, that was the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I had things I wanted to do for myself as well. Since leaving my job in July 2023 up until April this year, we've been on 1 trip to Taiwan and Japan, 2 trips to Bangkok, and 3 trips to Korea. But more than the travel, I wanted out of the corporate rat race. I couldn't picture myself with white hair in my 40s or 50s, still sitting at a desk, clocking hours for someone else's business, someone else's dream. So yes, I intentionally chose to live the way I did in my early 20s. I don't drink, I don't club, I still don't drink to date. I make time to take the bus or MRT instead of booking a cab. In fact, some of you have seen me on the public transportations as well. Funny, when I look back, I actually cabbed around a lot when I was age 18 to 20. Talk about turning over a new leaf, but yeah, that was the old me. Eat at home, local food at the food court or coffee shops, and occasionally I'll treat myself to a meal at a cafe or a restaurant. And I'm always trying to optimize where I was allocating my money, even if it was just to make another $100 or $200. Which brings me to today's video sponsor, Longbridge. For example, if I have $2,000 sitting around right now, Longbridge Singapore, an MAS licensed investment platform current new user promotion, offers you close to $200 by simply signing up with my exclusive link down in the description box below. Deposit $2,000, you get $18, and a total of 12% interest boost on the $2,000 deposited into Longbridge Cash Plus, a money market fund. And if you go a step further by holding the funds there for 30 days and fulfilling the buy trade requirements, you get half an Nvidia share that is currently worth USD $180. And of course, if you deposit more and fulfill the respective requirements, you can get up to $800 worth of sign-up rewards. As a Longbridge user, we enjoy lifetime commission-free trades in the US, Hong Kong, and Singapore stock market, not forgetting trading cash coupons to offset your platform fees as well. I bought into a Singapore stock the other day and only had to pay the SGX related fees. If you're still looking for a low-cost investment platform to begin your journey to growing your wealth, try out Longbridge Singapore today. You can scan this QR code over here and I'll put more details down in the description box below. But you get my point. You will get judged based on the choices that you make. I definitely did. Back in my 20s, not many people understood why I chose to live the way I did. To some, it looked really boring, or even selfish in fact. But for me, it was simply choosing my future over instant gratification. In reality, I honestly don't feel like my life was worse off as compared to someone who spends freely but has little to no savings. The moment I realized that I didn't care what others thought about me, even with the comments I was getting on my videos, it's unrealistic the way you spend, try to live a little, buy better clothes, that's when things really change. I remember watching this interview with Morgan Housel, the author of The Psychology of Money, where he said he didn't care what others thought about him. In fact, only a handful of people whose thoughts really matter. His wife, his kids, parents, and a few close friends. That's exactly where I'm at right now. It's not arrogance, it's self-respect. When you realize you stop caring about being judged, the peace that you gain with that is honestly really priceless. It's life-changing coming to that stage where you don't care what other people thought about you. As long as I'm doing things ethically, I'm staying true to my values, and I'm being the same person both online and offline, that's good enough for me. And lastly, I also realized that it's not money that makes you happy. It's the freedom of time and choices that money as a tool gives you. Coming from a 29-year-old who has grown her net worth to over $400,000 and is on track to hitting the 500k milestone before turning 30 next year, I can tell you my lifestyle hasn't really changed. I still wear my t-shirts and shorts and dress up only when I have to for events. I still buy bread from the local grocery store, spread peanut butter and jam for breakfast. But now it's nice being able to say to my family once in a while, let's go for that nice meal you've been wanting to try. Or when my mom sees a dish or cake that's way overpriced for what it is, I can still tell her it's okay, let's try it. This quote has stuck with me ever since I watched a video a few years back. Change happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change. I'm only at where I am today because I decided I wanted something different in my life. Even if I failed trying, and trust me, I failed at a lot of things, at least I know I tried. If you've been feeling stuck in life or you've been wanting more, do something. Even if it's the smallest decision, the tiniest action, it's still a step forward. If your finances are a mess, start by tracking and knowing your inflows and outflows, and that's a small, or rather, that's a huge step for you already. All I'm trying to say is don't just sit around and do nothing about it. Do something. And maybe your life will start to change in a better way, and you'll feel happier as well. But those were my 3 biggest realizations while I embarked on this journey. And if there's one thing I hope you take away, it's this. Delayed gratification isn't about giving things up, it's about trading something small today for something far greater tomorrow. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comment section below, and if you want more of this, I'll plan it out, even though it's not easy sharing from my heart, but I hope you get where I'm coming from. If you'd like to connect a little bit deeper, come join me on my Telegram community, which I've just started earlier this year. You can scan this QR code over here. And if you have not already signed up for Longbridge Singapore as a new user, more details is available down below. Have a great week ahead as usual, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!